Hey everyone, today we'll be talking about the caribou, or Rangifer tarandus. The caribou, or reindeer as it's known in Europe, is valued by many cultures. This classic symbol of the frozen tundra is a vertebrate within the mammal class. It is also a member of the Cervidae family, which consists of deer, elk, moose, and of course, caribou. This family includes 47 species, and the name Rangifer tarandus also encompasses several subspecies of caribou, including both the forest and barren ground subspecies. So where do you find caribou? Caribou are found in some parts of the northwestern United States, Canada, Norway, Greenland, Russia, Finland, and Mongolia. In many of these countries, like Iceland, Greenland, Finland, Mongolia, Norway, and Russia, they were also domesticated, but it's important to note that these domesticated caribou are not typically included in population counts. In terms of numbers, caribou populations are declining steadily, and they are currently listed as vulnerable on the IUCN Red List. Populations have declined about 40% over the last 3 decades, and it's projected that they will continue to decline over the next decades. This is caused by many things, but is particularly impacted by the imposition of barriers to caribou migration and other changes to caribou habitat. As for this habitat that caribou depend so heavily on, it varies from coastal plains to mountain ranges to boreal forests, and is characterized by typically cold, harsh climates. Of course, because caribou migrate, their habitat of choice changes depending on the season and whether the deer are breeding or calving. In order for the species to survive, they require an expansive range as well as continuous food coverage to help with this migration. An interesting thing about caribou is that they choose where they go when they migrate based off of the level of protection that habitat can provide, not the amount and quality of the forage. Because they do live in such harsh environments, caribou have many adaptations that help them to thrive. To help them walk across both marshy tundra and frozen tundra, caribou have adaptive footpads. In the summer months, they are large and spongy, while in the winter they are hardened in order to help caribou cross icy terrain. Another adaptation is that male caribou have large antlers, while females have much smaller antlers. This helps older male caribou fight off other younger males, which is an adaptation that females do not require. Both sexes have a woolly undercoat and a flexible metabolic rate, as well as a compact body. Finally, they have distinctive parallel vein placement in their legs, which keeps blood warm, and a hair-covered muzzle, which protects them from icy snow when they forage. All of these adaptations work together to help caribou survive in the frozen tundra that they call home. Caribou breed September through October, but whether or not a female mates depends on her body condition in the fall. For example, even a female that has calved before may not breed the following year if her body fat is too low. This is because calving requires a large amount of energy investment, and cows invest their energy into calving rather than their own survival. In order to support this, their body fat must be higher. Additionally, caribou follow a polygynous mating system, which means that one male will mate with many females. This helps to support the harem system that is in place within caribou herds. One harem may consist of one male and up to 15 females. After mating season is over and calves are born, they are raised by their mother and the two develop a very strong bond, but the caribou calves can actually stand 30 minutes after their birth and require little direct care beyond protection. Next, we'll be looking at how caribou behave. Caribou are constantly migrating, which makes them not only unique within the Cervidae family, but unique within the mammal class. This migration may be relatively long or short, depending on whether food is abundant or scarce. Caribou herds may consist of thousands of animals, and in fact, Alaska's largest caribou herd consists of 490,000 individuals. Herd behavior is one of the things that makes caribou such unique creatures, and includes behavior such as warning each other of danger. Another defining characteristic of caribou behavior is the maintenance of a herd that consists of both males and females. In many hoofed mammals, females and males have slight separation between herds. This is not the case with caribou. Lastly, caribou are ruminants, meaning that, like cows, they eat a lot of greens. In the case of caribou, their diet consists of anything from vascular plants to mushrooms to deciduous leaves and grasses, but their largest food source is lichen. Alright guys, so that's about all the time we have for learning about caribou today, but if you're curious and want to learn more, there's some great documentaries online about caribou and their amazing migration. Thanks so much for listening.